What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I am doing a nice big follow up for Structure Deck R Lost Sanctuary. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the reprints that have been announced for the Structure Deck. And this is basically just what's been announced for the last few weeks in Structure Deck. So I humbly apologize for not keeping everything together because Yu-Gi-Oh! Be like that sometimes. So, ooh, excuse me. I definitely do apologize for that. And hopefully, um, when this stuff comes to the TCG, if it comes to the TCG, um, we get some of these cards. Like, the biggest worry right now, and I think a lot of people have been talking about it if you haven't been on social media, is people are very afraid that we may not get this deck in the TCG. This is kind of in similar scenarios to what's been going on with um, the machine, not the machine structure deck, because they've already confirmed Cyber Dragon will be a structure deck for the TCG, and it's coming out in October. The thing about this is that we did not receive the Utopia support or the Utopia structure deck. We don't have any confirmation of this deck coming to the TCG. And sadly enough, most of the stuff that we were hoping for or was supposed to come out within the next span of months isn't coming out till next year. So the Legendary Duelist pack, Synchro Storm, not coming out till next year. The what was that set? The Hidden Arsenal reprint, which why is that even a thing? That's now including Dragunity stuff, because I'm not wasting the video for that. Like, that's including Dragunity stuff, and that Dragunity stuff won't be coming out till legitimately next year. So, basically, year of Yu-Gi-Oh! For 2021, the only thing you'll probably want to invest in, if anything, is if you're going to play Cyber Dragon Structure Deck, and hope that's, and then the reprints that come in there. Um, Dawn of, was it Burst of Majesty, Dawn of Majesty, Burst of Destiny, and the Brotherhood stuff that's going to be coming out. The, was it, Battles of Legends, Animation Chronicles, The Brotherhood, that's what they're calling it. I can't believe that's like a long amount of sentence, but that's basically what you're focusing on, because we don't know if any of these cards are coming. We don't even know if we're going to even have a confirmation on these reprints, and judging on the reprints in it, we're going to be very surprised if we get these. What are the reprints exactly? If you haven't heard of them, well, we're going to go through the list. So, the first things that the OCG confirmed for their structure decks is the reprints of Light of Redemption, Raigeki, and Harpie's Feather Duster. In addition to that, we have these cards here. We have Artifact Lancia, we have Spirit's Sublature in Reasoning. They also did confirm the reprints of Pot of Desires, Compulsory Evacuation Device, and Typhoon. There was also the reprint of this little monster here, the Time Revolving Emitter. And last but not least, another big shocker in the OCG, Nibiru, the primordial being, has been confirmed as a reprint in the OCG as part of Lost Sanctuary Structure Deck. So, with all of these cards in total, do I believe if the TCG gets reprints of these, will they come in the structure deck? I highly doubt that. However, I wouldn't be surprised considering the Nibiru has already started to get a ton of its reprints at this point. It is an ultra, it is a secret, it's a gold, and it is an ultimate, because it's ultimate in an OTS. It's a secret in the tens, it is an ultra, I believe, in another wave of tins, or not a wave of tins, it's an ultra and a side set. I know it's a gold because it was a gold in maximum gold, and it was one of the harder to find golds. And I know all the Nibiru cards, all the prints of Nibiru have went up, especially considering Nibiru's ultimate rare from the OTS. So are we gonna say that eventually it's gonna get a common? Most likely. And to be very fair, I wouldn't be surprised with all of these cards getting reprinted, that they all will end up in the structure deck. It's just a lot of people running base. Will we get Regeki and Duster in the same structure deck? Is that even possible? Which, I mean, it could. Just how much will they shaft us for it? As far as it goes with Reasoning, Lancia, and Spirit Suppletor, yeah, definitely can see these three being in it just because Lancia has already been through the mill of being reprinted. It doesn't really matter. Um, I care little to no much for Reasoning. I only think Reasoning is here just to fill up the graveyard so that you can supply a large portion of monsters in your deck with their fairies anyway. And then I don't know what Square Sepulture is, but I guess it's just something they want to interact with Banish, because I do remember hearing about that card's interaction with cards banishes, but it wasn't something very big or spectacular. This is probably a card they're reprinting to put into there. Typhoon, Compulse, and Desires, where I guess where they said they want to fit in some more cards to do banishing. They're definitely doing it with Pot of Desires, which still gets played, even though Pot of Extravagance and Pot of Prosperity are a thing. Compulsory evacuation device. God, we haven't seen that in a minute, and it can be printed probably just to interact with some of the card effects of monsters in the deck, or just a good counteractive trap to play around with against your opponent, as well as Typhoon for background. The reprint of the Ragtime Reviver Intermit. I really don't have much to say about the monster either. I'm not gonna lie, but I guess they want to put in some more non-traditional hand traps, just to fit in with all the other hand traps that are going to be potentially in the structure deck. Because I do believe the Herald of Orange Light is a reprint. We were talking about that when they first announced they were going to drop some of the reprints in here. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and just give them a dark counterpart as well as some light stuff. And then of course the big meteorite itself, Nibiru, which fingers crossed if this comes to the TCG and they give it the TCG treatment of being a common, which could also help sell the structure deck if it comes to the TCG. So my overall look at it is this: if it comes, it comes. If it comes intact, love it. If anything, Twin Twisters for the umpteenth time, Lightning Vortex for the umpteenth time. I don't know what the hell they'll do to replace Nibiru, and if that even gets the chance to come to TCG as a common, we all should be very grateful. But I think it was safe to say that after today's conversation, a lot of people are in agreement. We're so tired of Konami TCG changing everything from the OCG and just give us straight what we want. Like you want diversity and you want difference in the community in terms of what gets released. Then just release a structure that's just like the OCG does. Why do they need to be changed? If anything, you're still gonna sell your product because we're gonna sheep and buy it because reprints and people who actually do want to play some of the archetypes in the sets as well. So, alright, I've rambled on enough, and that leads me to asking you guys, what do you think of these fruit prints? Will you be playing this structure deck when it comes out? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell next to the description button so you can be informed of when I do upload more content. Definitely hit me up on social media. The social media links are in the description box below. And you can catch me on Twitch. That's right, you can catch me on Twitch at sorry, I'm saying other names. You can definitely catch me on twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe, where I'm doing some of my live streams and getting my just chat sessions. So, with that said and done, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll definitely catch you guys next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.